museum features the life and political career of President Quezon and explains the historical context in which he emerged as the leader of the country. There are 5 galleries in the museum. Gallery 1, Quezon's youth in Baler, his education, role in the revolution, and return to civilian life. Gallery 2, early political career of Quezon while the Philippines was under American rule. Gallery 3, Quezon's presidency of the Commonwealth. Gallery 4, Quezon's leadership during the war and his exile to the United States. And Gallery 5, the death and legacy of Manuel Luis Quezon. The Museo ni Manuel Quezon is housed in the Quezon Memorial Shrine. Designed by Federico Illustre, the shrine has an equilateral triangular base serving as the mausoleum of President Quezon and his wife, Aurora Aragon. Surmounting the base are 3 pylons measuring 66 meters in height, representing Quezon's age upon his death, and the 3 major islands of the Philippines, the Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. Above the pylons are Art Deco statues of 3 angels holding Sampaguita funerary wreaths sculpted by Italian artist Francesco Riccardo Monti. The Museo ng Pampangulong Sasakyan, or the Presidential Car Museum, opened its doors recently in a structure built specifically for its located in the Quezon Memorial Circle in Quezon City. Housed in a 3,000 square meters tract of land within the national park, the modernist exterior of the museum houses relics of the past, specifically the 12 cars used by the Philippines' former presidents, from Emilio Aguinaldo to Gloria Macapagal Arroyo. Upon entering the exhibit hall, a wall explains the significance of the vehicles on display. Immediately behind it is an interactive video wall which explains the details of each vehicle on display. All the vehicles on display in the Presidential Car Museum are under the care of National Historical Commission of the Philippines and have been carefully repaired and restored by the agency since 2008. This yellow and cream, 2-story house is a beautiful example of neoclassical revival design and is reconstructed from the original house of the Quezon family formerly located on Gilmore Street in New Manila, the Quezon Heritage House. In 2013, the Quezon City government worked on the transfer and reconstruction of the family house in Gilmore to its current site in the Circle. About 60% of the structure and interiors are from the original house, with furniture and memorabilia such as old photos, suitcases, and paintings donated by the Quezon family. It is a historical treasure. The Philippine Red Cross was founded in this house as well. And aside from being an example of beautiful colonial architecture, it gives us a peek into how a great political family lived in that era. The Quezons moved to the house in 1927 when it was offered to them after former President Manuel Quezon contracted tuberculosis. The house was used as a weekend home by the Quezons until they were forced to flee to Corregidor in 1941 during the World War II. Former President Manuel Quezon died in 1944 and his family moved back to the house on the next year. We realize that architecture is one of the strongest and timeless form of arts in our society, but people give less attention and appreciation to it since it's everywhere. Most people never realize that these architectural designs are the extension and representation of our history and identity as Filipinos. It's important to value and preserve our brilliantly made structures and museums because, as what Johanna Balasma said, self is constructed. We construct the architecture and the architecture constructs us. We don't really know who we are if we can't be able to connect our present and future self. With this, we should be grateful and appreciative because despite of changing weather, our architectures and museums are just around us, firmly standing and waiting to be recognized.